Welcome to Misalignment Spine Clinic. We're going to do spinal anatomy today. So here's how it works. We have 7 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 24 freely movable vertebrae. Okay? It protects the central nervous system. There's discs all the way down the spine, which exist as shock absorbers, as well as openings for these peripheral nerves to come out, which innervate and give nerve energy to all the glands, tissues, and organs of the body. Okay. The cervical spine, C1 is without a spinous process. So you have lateral mass. And then from C2 to C7, you have spinous processes, and then you have lamina. T1 through T12, you have spinous process, pedicle, and you have transverse process. Lumbar spine, you have spinous process, mammillary, pedicle, and transverse process. Now, as you get to L5, there's a disc that separates it between L5 and the sacrum. The sacrum has a base and it has an apex. It has 4 spinous processes. The coccyx attaches to the inferior aspect of the sacrum. Now, at the second spinous process of sacrum, you have what's called the Sacroiliac Joint. The ilium attaches to it, the PSIS, posterior superior iliac spine. In the front, you have the anterior superior iliac spine. Okay? Now, I'm going to talk about misalignment subluxations. C1 subluxates anterior superior. C2 all the way down to L5 subluxates either to the right or to the left, and then inferior. And it's always a spinous process listing. Okay? Sacrum, the base subluxates either to the right or to the left. External component, which means it's more lateral, or internal component, which is more medial. Okay? Now, when adjusting the spine, you adjust the subluxation misalignment of C1 off the mastoid process to the lateral mass, a straight lateral. When adjusting C2 through C7, you palpate to touch and feel the lamina, and whatever the spinous process is left or right is the listing. So you go to the opposite side lamina, and that's what you adjust. T1 through T12, you palpate and feel for the spinous process. Whatever the listing is, you're going to make an emphasis on the opposite side transverse process, and it's either going to be a knife edge contact or a spin move. Okay? When you come to the lumbar spine, you're either going to have a spinous process pull move or mammillary push move. Whatever the spinous process is, right or left, you'll be pulling to the opposite side. Sacrobase posterior. If it's EX, the listing side is going to be up, and if it's left, it's going to be a pisiform contact at S2, and it's going to be a counterclockwise tissue slack move push. If it's a right EX, it's going to be right side up, down, pisiform contact right side, tissue slack clockwise move push. If you have an IN listing, if it's sacrobase posterior left IN, the IN is going to be up, and it's going to be, because it's IN, you're going to push, pull lateral and superior, inferior to superior to take the IN component out. Then you put the patient that side down. With the side that's up, contact ischial tuberosity. This is called an anterior superior move. You contact the ischial tuberosity, in this case, right here, and you pull straight down the thigh, hamstring side. These are the listings. If you have them, this is how we adjust. I want to thank you for spending time with our spinal anatomy class.